Good evening. Just bear with us 2 seconds whilst we finish messing around with our technical issues. I think we're good. I'm just checking that the sound's okay, and I'm going to then hand over to Joel and Stacey, and I'm going to run away. Okay, I think we're there. Can I just check that you can all hear us okay? So you've got us nice and loud and clear? Oh, there's a light on. There's still a light on. Who wants to get the lights? Lauren, you didn't do the lights. That was a dilemma. I was like, yes, I'm going to do this great big hello, we're here, welcome, we're off, we're going, and the lights are still on.
Baby, when the lights go out.
Lauren, I can't hear you. Do you want to? Oh, I can't hear me either, actually.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me in your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh. How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Maybe my headphones are naffed. Hold on. One. No, I still can't hear myself. Well, I mean, I can hear myself, but I can't hear you. Go on, speak.
Hello.
And again.
I can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you too.
exciting.
Maybe I should just be that's better. I should just be louder.
Mate, everyone at home's just laughing at us.
Everyone's just like, what the hell
we're
are you guys
pathetic.
doing? We are crap. We are useless.
Well,
Absolutely
you two are
useless.
crap, but I'm fabulous.
You just sat there. You didn't even go get the coffee or anything. You literally sat there whilst I was panicking around. So here's what's happened, guys. Okay, apologies that we're late. Basically, we've moved into A-Wing 1s. That's absolutely fine. By and large, the tech's not been giving us too many problems. And then I've just gone to go live, and the internet's just gone there. No. So I've then been going, oh my God, trying to figure out the internet. Lauren's been playing a game on a Mac, and Stacey has basically just been, I don't know what you've been doing. What have you been doing?
Snapchatting my beautiful face.
Snapchatting. Okay, so welcome. Hello. We did this. We came into this one, didn't we? We're really late because we weren't sure if we were going to do one this weekend. There's a lot going on, as you'll all be aware, with this reopening. Lots and lots of stuff we're doing. So we weren't really aware we weren't sure if we were going to do one or not. So it's quite last minute. But we got some really cool stuff, I think, haven't we?
We have floor arrows.
Okay, so I'm just going to introduce it. Right, hold on. Let me just put these two on because I think they're
Pretend you're
not.
holding your face up.
I just realised it's just me that you can see. Right, there we are. There, let me put you two on because now you actually have to. I was explaining this to Graham. This presenting thing works better when you. Fuck off! You're making me sweat.
Holding our faces up.
That's so cool.
But we're actually here.
I'm not even looking. Any puppies yet, Lauren?
No, they're being very stubborn, and she's very uncomfortable, bless her. They're big. What a hell.
Don't speak like that about our child.
No, any day now. Should be in the next couple of days, I think.
Oh, Simon's on to us. He's just gone. Time on the cameras are wrong, Joel. It's showing 16:05. He's just realised that we actually pre-recorded all of this 5 hours ago. And we're actually technically sat at home drinking, and we've just pressed play.
Amazing.
Look, I'm about to dance. See?
No, it's purely because I haven't changed the time on the unit because we disconnected it, reset it up, and I haven't changed it. So let's have a quick chat about what we are going to do today.
I don't even know.
Oh my God, everyone's getting savage on me about the
I thought it
about
was
the
Friday.
date.
I've been so confused about dates this
What
week.
day is it? Oh, it's
I
Saturday.
have no idea. Do you know what? I had such a good plan for this evening, and the internet has thrown me out altogether. So I think what we should do is we should talk a little bit about ghost tours. Like just in general, kind of what we do, because Stacey runs a ghost tour, so I think we should talk a lot about ghost tours. Lauren and I actually floated an idea earlier this week between ourselves of whether we should throw out a little discount code for people that watch this, which we can produce live basically as you're watching it. We can throw it out. We can do a 10% discount. We could do a 20% discount. Hell, we could do a 50% discount if we really wanted to. But we could just throw out something. I think we should give something back like that. So if people want to go on ghost tours, we can put up a discount code because those are bookable now, eh? And then I've got a lovely announcement to make about Most Haunted, so I think that's an exciting one. And we've set up a few different cameras. I'll show you very quickly where they are today. Oh, not that one. So we've got me. Hello. There's Lauren and Stacey.
Hello.
Hello. If you haven't seen it, if you don't follow Lauren on YouTube, you should do. And if you track back to Halloween, I think 2018, we do a fancy dress every year at Halloween for the day, all the team do. And on that year, Lauren decided to go as me, and I decided to go as her, so we turned up as each other. And I think you filmed it, didn't you, and put it up on a YouTube skit?
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was, but it is on one of them.
It was really good. Lauren does a very, very good impression of me.
I painted my head like a beard on my face.
You did, yeah, and you put a little mole on your eye, and you kind of jettisoned your hair black, and you went around recording yourself. Because I haven't recorded anything for ages.
And I wrote shit tattoo on my arm.
You did, and then my child, she must have been 7 then, turned around and went, Lauren does Instagram videos like you, and I was just like, this is too savage. Okay, so we've got that to do. Other cameras, so we've put one up just behind us, the other end of A-Wing. So if you remember when we first started doing these lives, You could see down past this set of stairs that's here. So you could see down past that set of stairs. Oh, look at that orb. And you could see into the back of this building here. So this building here that's behind me, you were seeing into the other side. So it was actually this building you were saying there were faces inside and people inside and stuff like that. We've got one up still in our cell, in our dressed cell. We've got one in this cell. Now this cell is just down from us. It's 4 cells down from me, 5 cells down from me. It's number 19, just down here on the left-hand side. It is one of the cells that is... Would you say...
Of all the cells,
Yeah.
you put 19.
I did, yeah.
I hate you.
I know. I thought... Well, I'll let Stacey explain that in a little while. And we have got the Georgian tunnels. We're back in there. Check out George. Check out George. So we thought we'd bring back George. And... Yeah, Georgian tunnels for George. So we'll go down there later. It was flooded this morning when I went down because of the rain. I have turned the pumps on, so it has dried out a little bit. Did you bring your wellies, Lauren?
I didn't know.
Cool.
I always find an alien at the underground.
So that's the plan. Oh, look at that. Diane's just said, I abandoned the Haunted Happenings live when this popped up. Sorry, Hazel. We love the team of Haunted Happenings. Hazel and her entire team are fantastic. And let's be honest, well, Lauren and I will be honest, the Most Haunted lot, the Haunted Happenings lot, and all the other paranormal companies, now they're real paranormal people. They're real experts. They understand it. They know how to do it. They do it real justice. They do it really, really well. Lauren, you and I just...
Laugh.
Yeah, we just kind of go with it. I haven't been watching any of the comments.
In today, just to show you guys up.
Stacey, on the other hand...
This is my new mug. Oh, you can't see it.
right to the
Closer
camera.
to the camera.
Right to the camera.
Who's George?
Here's my mug. You can't see
Oh no, you can't see it.
Oh no.
Put your hand like behind it.
Behind it.
I love how
So Stacey's bought a plain white mug.
I was gonna say, but like, I love how the light, I love how the light just disappears.
Do you know what? Take it to a cell with you later and turn the light on. You'll be able to see it. Okay.
So weird.
That is really
Right.
weird. Anyway, it says...
I was
this
waiting
is
for
what-
Spooktacular to come on, but watching you now. We haven't seen Spooktacular for years, have we? Spooktacular probably haven't been to Shepton or Shrewsbury for maybe 2 years potentially.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
time I
they,
saw them was like Gloucester.
yeah. I think they tend to stick at Gloucester a little bit more. But yeah, they tend to do a location to death. I think is that the right terminology? I don't want to speak out of turn.
Potentially
But they do a location for a period of time, and then they move on and do next ones. So, and I did Whoops and Dust Till Dawn. I left, guys. You're wow. They're all dropping.
I feel like honoured.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get some angry emails on that.
People are leaving genuine like ghost hunters for us. Why?
It's like you say, Lauren. It's my magnetic personality. Okay, so look, let me throw this at you, and then I'm gonna shut up, and I'm gonna let Stacey talk a little bit about the ghost tours, and then we'll go and do something somewhere, won't we? And we'll as always, we'll let you guys sort of dictate to us a little bit what you want us to do. So I don't know, and you can show me some love in the comments and through the I can't remember what they're called. You can see it on Facebook. But Most Haunted, if you haven't seen, they're doing ghost cams. So they're doing ghost cams with lots of different locations. And you can basically watch it 24/7. I had a conversation with Jenny yesterday from Most Haunted. So Jenny runs the expo team there. And she would like us to set some cameras up here. So I have agreed that I will set up 3 cameras in C Wing, 1 covering the actual whole wing, 1 covering cell 203 inside, and 1 covering the outside of cell 203. So we get really good coverage of C-Wing, and those will be running 24/7 when they go live. You'll even be able to see them during the day once we open, and watch people wandering around and such like that, and then obviously into the evenings they'll just stay live and stay live and stay live. I know you guys have been asking for that a lot, and we haven't done it, so I'm really pleased to, again, connect to Most Haunted as we do quite regularly, and they will be sending us the cameras. We'll get them all set up, and then we will get that streamed, and that will obviously be on their ghost cam side of things. You'll be able to see that, which I think is really cool.
That is wicked. Although I'm gonna have to remember like not to dance receiving as they come through.
I know it is going to be one of those things. It's like we're going to walk into series, but I do think what we should try and do is something for everybody out there that watches this. I think what we should try and do is we should try and persuade Mr. Beatty, Mr. Carl Beatty, to come in like next weekend or something on a Friday night before we open, or when we can next do it, we should try and persuade him to come in with the three of us. I can't see you, Stacey, you're in the dark. I think we should persuade him to come in and basically do something ghosty with us. Show us how to do it properly.
You love Stacey.
Yeah, he loves me. I love Carl, he's great.
Laurie's asking if that's going to be free streaming or pay as you go. I don't know, actually. I didn't ask that question. I think they've got a combination. I think you can do some of it you can see for free, and I think other bits you can see. I think they've got some moving cameras that you can pay. I think it's something like a £5 or something, isn't it?
I'm not
I don't know.
overly sure.
Okay, Stace.
Hello.
Oh, by the way, who was it that bumped into Stacey and Lauren today in Aldi?
This was...
That is a savage comment from Diane. I am not underage. Diane, I will have you know I am 23 and a half.
Congratulations, Diane. You just won free tickets to every prison we own.
That is savage.
That's brilliant. For those of you that haven't seen it, if you don't follow me on Instagram or you don't follow Lauren on Instagram, you've just seen it. Lauren went to pick up some paint yesterday. The paint was pre-ordered by Lauren, prepaid for by Lauren through the company. She went to pick it up from Screwfix and they wouldn't let her have it because they do challenge 25 and she didn't look 25 and didn't have any ID with her. What did you do, Lauren?
I had to get Stacey to come and do it. Do you know what? Honestly, I have my ID with me right now, so this doesn't happen again.
But you should be proud of that. I would absolutely love, as I know Stacey would, to be ID'd for things. Like
I get ID'd all the time.
Shut
She's
up.
No, honestly.
No, she actually does. Yeah. She gets ID'd all the time too.
in B&Q for a wallpaper scraper.
Oh, well, that's because they think you're going to go out and like
So,
try and rob somebody. You know what I mean?
It's alright, I walked out of Screwfix going,
Yeah.
just to wind
So,
up.
It's cool. Do you know what? When I'm 40 and still look 20, I'll be the one laughing. Pure skin.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, but you're not very good in the sun, though, are you?
No.
Okay, right, Stacey, come on, because I'm waffling now and I'm concerned that people will get bored of me. Stacey, talk about ghost tours. Tell people, tell them about what it is you do on ghost tours, the difference between a ghost tour and a paranormal, how kind of a night works, how you and Siobhan do the dynamic, and then talk about how you're going to do it when we reopen, because beginning of July the ghost tours start again, and how we're going to be able to do it social distancing.
So the ghost tours will start in July. So that's when in July. And how a typical ghost tour goes is me and Siobhan, which is my lovely ghost tour partner. She's absolutely fantastic, Siobhan is. She's a great storyteller. So what we do is we greet you at the front gate, and then we'll go through some health and safety, some do's and don'ts for the building, and then we'll take you through the entire building to places that we call hotspots. And then we discuss about the paranormal activity that people experience around the building. But we go into extreme detail about what people experience. And we always add things as well to our ghost tours, new experiences. Sometimes we'll talk about those as well. And I'm not going to say it happens all the time, but I would say a good 85-90% of the time something happens that people just can't explain. But we don't...
Speaking of new experiences, Emma had a new experience today when she was painting on A-Wing 1, so I'll tell you about it in a little while. Carol, sorry.
I've lost my train of thought now.
God
damn it,
man.
For fuck's sake, Joel.
That's our new hashtag. Siobhan come up with that hashtag, actually. Where was I? So, yes, a lot of the time something does happen that people can't explain. And the difference between a ghost tour and a ghost hunt is we don't use technical things. We don't, use Ouija boards or anything like that. We're literally telling you stories about people's experience that go through the ages as well, not just what people have seen or felt in the last 10 months. We go right back to when it was a working prison and what the prison officers experienced and what some of the inmates experienced and things like that. And we go into real nitty gritty detail about some of people's experience as well. So it's fantastic. It's a fantastic thing to go on, and we always have people that come back as well. Because they find that something new happens. There was a couple that came on our ghost tour 4 times in a matter of months, which was fantastic. So, yeah, and that's because they always experience something else as well. We will do a little bit of a call out when, we're in the wing and things like that. So we do a little bit, but not to an extreme like us guys do, or what paranormal groups do. So, yeah.
Questions there, Stacey, we have to answer. Laura will be able to tell you on that.
Yeah.
I am just going to, guys, as you're doing this, as Stacey's talking, I'm just going to, because there's loads of you saying it, so I'm just going to set the date and the time correctly on the cameras, just so everyone's happy and they know we're
Amazing.
live. And I'm going to ask Lauren very nicely if she can either sit really still or take her coat off, because every time you move it rustles, and that's what that noise is. Yes, it's you rustling in your coat.
I'll be still because I'm
It's like Graham with
freezing.
his microphone when he pops around.
It's cold.
That's because Graham can't keep his hands still. Have you ever noticed?
Lauren is. I'm not quiet, Teresa. I was letting Stacey speak.
I know.
I'm not like Joel. I don't interrupt every 2
Okay,
seconds.
can you go through some of the questions?
Yeah. So someone has asked. Someone's claustrophobic.
Well, we're not going to stick you in a cell, that's for sure, and then and leave you. It's your choice. We do offer a little bit of a roam time on A wing, where you can go into the cells and you can shut the door behind you and feel what it feels like to be in one of the cells at night in the dark. We do ghost tours in the dark, but we do allow people to have torches if they want, but we always recommend not to use torches, and that's because your eyes can adjust to the dark and you can actually see better. And a lot of people find that low light is a lot better for them. And we've had requests from people that are on ghost tours, can everyone switch their torches off? And if everyone is comfortable and happy with that, then yeah, we'll do in complete darkness. And yeah, we go from area to area with torches so that we know where we're going. But if the group's happy to do it in darkness, we can. If we do have somebody on the group that is afraid of the dark and is not comfortable with that, then again we allow them to have their torch on as much as they like. So yeah.
What's the lower age limit for ghost hunts? ECT.
Ghost tours.
Well, the question says hunt, so I'm just reading the question.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not ghost hunts. That's not what we do. We do go on the ghost tours and we talk about people's experiences. But that's 12 plus.
12 plus. Do the ghost tours take place in the day or at night?
They happen at night. At night is when all the spooks come out.
Yeah. Specifically 7:30 and 9:30.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
How many people are you letting on the tour at a time?
We're 20, I think. I think
Yeah,
we normally take 25, and we're down at 20. And the reason we've done 20 is because when you come to do a ghost tour, the prison is closed, so you are the only people here. So we've worked around with Stacey to look at how we can basically create almost bubbles effectively. So if you are just one person by yourself, nobody else, you'll be in your own 2 meter bubble effectively, and then everyone else will be in their own 2 meter bubble. And we know that if we had 20 individuals, we can do 20 effectively bubbles, keep it all nice and safe. There's loads of space because we're closed. It's just you guys. Once we get beyond 20, there's just a couple of places that you want to make sure you have we want to make sure you have the right experience.
But taking you from place to place, there's always somebody at the front and somebody at the back, so no one will ever get lost within those bubbles and the distancing. So yeah, there'll always be someone, and we'll just keep those people in those bubbles, and obviously we'll go through some health and safety on the rules as well for that, so everyone is aware of how social distancing will work on the nights as well.
And tell people when they start.
July 1st. Woo.
Was it? We've lost a camera. I've no idea why.
Oh my God, savage.
Can one of you just nip down into cell 19? Go Stace.
I'll
And
finish.
just check that it's still on. Just check the infrared's still on. If not, I'll have a quick look at the setup.
I will finish answering some questions. Can we stay over? We are looking to do sleepovers next year, so that'll be really exciting.
Is the light on the camera?
Chris, we do pass 203 in the ghost tour, so if you have a couple of minutes, you would be able to go in.
It's on then. It's on. I'll sit down a sec. Sorry, Lauren.
So just to clarify, ghost tours will be starting on July 1st. You can book on our website, which is www.shrewsburyprison.com. I think it's /ghost tours. No, the ghosts will not keep the 2-metre rule. That's savage.
Ghosts do not keep 2-metre rule. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this last camera back up. I don't know why it's dropped down, so just bear with me. Like I say, it's been a lovely, wonderful night of tech issues today, and cell 19 is a weird cell. Stace, why don't you take everyone through, whilst I try and fix it, cell 19?
Am I allowed to speak graphically?
I don't have an issue speaking graphically. I think what we need to do is what we always do, which is we need to obviously take care and consideration into the sense of the reality is that in recent years people have obviously lost their lives in those cells, and I think it's the you do it very, very well. You obviously always give a lot of I guess dignity, humanity to the process, so as you are really.
Can I jump in really quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Just to clarify, because not everyone heard us. Ghost tours, July 1st, every Wednesday, 7:30 and 9:30, 12 plus, £20 a ticket, £15 for children. Carry on.
I'm just about to put up a 20% offer.
Oh my God, 20% offer! The tour is an hour and a half. There we go, that's everything. It's everything you need to know.
And sometimes we accidentally go over about 10 minutes, but that's okay.
You are? Hold on, you are? Right, is this where there's always overtime on the salary sheets?
Okay, so, was that you banging?
Yeah, I've broken the cameras.
For God's sake.
Is that cell 19? I'm telling you, it's because of cell 19.
No, it absolutely is. It's cell 19 that's gone off. The cameras are on.
Yeah,
it's closer than some of the other cameras, and the entire system is just frozen. And I don't know why. And I'm going to have to. I don't know what I'm going to do. So
We'll just have to switch over to ASMR.
Yeah, just keep going.
That was my foot. Don't whisper. Don't whisper. So this is actually on the ghost tour a little bit. So on this side of the wing here.
They can't see that.
Oh yeah, they can't see. So on A wing, which is where we are now, on the ones, we're on civilian ground floor, should we say that? And on one side of the wing, there are cells from 13 all the way to 23. And unfortunately, in the 90s, there was an incident of a spate of suicides that had happened. And how those suicides came about was it started in cell 13, the unlucky 13. Unfortunately, a young lad committed suicide in that cell. And then a few weeks later, in the cell next to it, another suicide happened. And then through the weeks, more suicides were happening along the wing. And it stopped in cell 19. And it came about when the prison governor, a new prison governor was brought in, and he brought in a psychologist to find out what was going on and why these suicides were happening, because it was unheard of within a prison to have that many suicides in one spate.
Just reset the cams.
And the psychiatrist found out that the building adjacent to this, which is on the side of A wing, which is education, that was under repair, and some scaffolding had gone up. And to protect the windows, they boarded the windows from 13 all the way across those cells. And they found out that because these inmates were plunged into complete darkness, and in those times they were in their cells a lot more than they are these days. So they were in complete darkness. And unfortunately, if you are, prison is a tough thing to be in. So depression is quite high. And unfortunately, that inmate set off a chain reaction for other inmates to unfortunately commit suicide. And after that, this side of the wing did not feel the same. People were saying that they could experience things in their cells after that incident happened. And 19 is particularly active. And some people wonder why it stopped in 19 and why it didn't carry on. And we won't know to this day why it stopped in 19, but it did. So that's the story. A lot of people say that they see shadows in 19 and they can feel cold spots in there, and in 13 as well. People have had incidents happen in cell 13 too.
Just so people are aware of 13, it's that cell right there, just behind me. You can literally see number 13 is just here. And as Stacey said, that's where it began. It literally was one cell after the next, basically, for a period of time. It was really bad.
Yeah, it was like a domino effect.
Yeah, and we've obviously the officers that work here were there when that happened. We've spoken to the ex-prison governor, we've spoken to ex-prisoners that were here. We've even spoken to family members of people that had prisoner relatives that were here and such like that. So, but yeah, I put a camera in cell 19 today. I was just putting the cameras up on A-Wing. I thought I'll just put one in there. It has given us some issues, like I say. I don't know why it's back up now. It's running absolutely fine. It's the other cell we've lost, but that's the other end of the wing. So I don't think that's too much of a bother. But yeah, so that is that, and I think we are set up. It's taken us an hour, and we're finally ready to get started.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to post this discount code. So let me ping it up there. I'm going to stick it up there. I'm going to pin it to the very top as soon as it gives me an opportunity. Right, I've pinned the comment. So if you would like a 20% discount code for the ghost tours, it is there. It is just ghost tour. All you do is just go to the webpage, go to book now, choose your tickets, chuck in the code, and it'll give you 20% off your tickets.
Okay, James
It's
said
that simple.
My K2 goes crazy in cells 13 to 19. Yeah. We have people that come on the ghost tour with a full battery, and on their free roam time where they get to go into those cells, because we just have, we talk about it, and then they go into those cells after, and then they come out of the cells and they say my battery's drained.
Yeah.
We also have people that come that they see somebody coming out of 13 and going into the servery or Rick cell, so they see a figure just walking past.
That's weird.
And we get that numerous amount of times, to a point where our customers are turning around and we start the ghost tour again, we get everyone back, and then we have customers turn around and go, oh, there's somebody in cell 13, can we just wait for them?
Yeah.
And then we say, and then Siobhan will do a head count to make sure everyone's here, because we'll shout, we'll be like, excuse me, we're about to start the tour again, and then we don't hear anything. So we're like, okay.
This is what happened to Emma today.
Yeah, this is when the whole group turn around on the ghost tour and they wait for somebody to come out of that cell, and nobody comes out of that cell. So then that's when Muggins here has to go into cell 13 and be like, excuse me, and then I have to turn around and tell the entire group there's nobody in there, and that's when everyone go, I could have sworn there was somebody in there.
That's mental.
Okay, I'm going to leave the camera there. So this happened to Emma today, and I've put the camera there so you can see it. So today we moved a few things around. Let me just bring up a split screen, see if I can get it on the 4. Oh, bloody typical. This is. Do you know what? It's just I'm going home. Like I don't even understand what I'm doing here today. It has been one of those weeks for me. If you follow me on social media, you'll have seen I had a hell of a start to a week. It got better as we went on, but Jesus, man. Let me just bump that camera up. So I was in here today doing some painting, sorting a few different bits and pieces out. Really don't know what's going on there.
You've got 2 tunnels.
I know, 2 tunnels. Ooh, do. And worryingly, it's not even the one I want. I want that one. So we were here today, and I was up in segregation. So I was right up here, basically, right tucked up in there in cell 1 and 2, painting inside cell 1 and 2. I had my 6-year-old with me, 7-year-old even. He was painting and cleaning a wall.
Child labour.
No, mate, that's how it's done. Child labour. If it's your own kids, it's fine. It's only when you put other people's kids to work that it's criminal offence.
Wall was just gone across.
I know, I saw that. And my...
They're coming after you for child labour.
Can we give me a high five? My 9-year-old was down in the kitchen, and Emma had just come out of the intervention suite, which is basically just opposite these stairs here. So she just came out of the intervention suite, and there was actually a foosball table in the middle here. I moved them earlier on to reset the wings when we reopen. And she came and grabbed a bottle of water off the foosball table, and she was drinking her water, and as she sort of tipped her head back and leant up, I'll bring all the cameras, as she sort of tipped her head back and leant up like that, she saw somebody looking at her basically over the wing, thought it was me, put her water down, looked up, and I was gone. She said, Joe? Popped out of segregation. Yep. What the hell? Like,
oh
so she was just like boom. And Emma's again, I think, like very much like you and I, Lauren. She kind of very much sits on the fence. Ooh, hello. She very much sits on the fence. But yeah, for her, she was convinced she saw somebody there, kind of looking down. She thought it was more of a glimpse, and she thought it was me. So she didn't really pay any attention to it. And then I was not there, and she called me, and yeah, I was in the ones.
That's mental.
I know. So that happened today, during the day. I don't know, about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Where did she see it?
She saw it literally up here. Hold on, I'll show you on this camera. So she saw it stood just up here.
That's so
where the table is.
freaky.
I've not really ever experienced too much on the 2s. I've seen stuff on the 3s, but not so much on the 2s. So it was there. So I thought I'd put a camera up there this evening so we can see it, and just have it basically there.
Well, when we do ghost tours, you know, the automatic light along the hall.
Oh, down in the corridor to the exercise yard.
No, the
chapel.
We have had things happen on the ones, but where you've got it now, on the 2s next to healthcare, you've got the automatic lights, don't you?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll be doing a ghost tour in here, and then as we walk under, you'll see the automatic lights go off. And then everyone's just like, what was that? And I was like, well, funny story.
It has been interesting this week, and I don't know if you two found it, so that we've not actually had this conversation, but I know we were saying a few weeks back that it felt quite empty in the prison, and almost like it was lackluster of energy. There wasn't a lot of energy because nobody had really been in other than Joel and Stacey and myself. And over the last week to 10 days, there's been quite a lot of activity with our team bustling around. This week especially, we've had teams of people in, like 6, 7, 8, 10 people in, doing various jobs all over the jail, getting everything ready for reopening, and the energy's a lot higher. I know when I came in today, it was really warm, it smelt different, it was kind of like it was being used again rather than that sort of musty kind of closed smell.
Yeah, it was super nice, like walking around when everyone's here, and like not just walking around in silence, and everyone having a laugh and music on in the wing again. It was literally like
my playlist.
It sounds like really cliche, but it was like the prison just went and it kind of was like, yeah, I'm good again, because people are here and the life's back in the place and stuff, which is really cool.
Music's really good on this wing. When I do ghost tours and things like that, I always play music beforehand, and it's almost like it gets it going. So I'll go through the wing, check everything, and while I'm going through the wing, I'll put a load of music on, from Elvis to some dubstep and all that sort of stuff.
It is
Elvis
to
dubstep.
A bit of everything, really.
And I just try and capture. I try and capture on Instagram the dances. You just catch us sort of dancing around. I was walking around yesterday and you were dancing on the netting, like literally just above us. She's just literally above us on this netting here. So yeah, a couple of quick things, and then we might as well actually do something rather than just chatting. So let's have a quick look. We've got some of the top fans in tonight. I love the way that Facebook has the top fan emblem, a little diamond, and you've got. Someone's asked about the discount code. How long is the discount code going to be up? I've actually set it to be up until... I don't know what these two are whispering about, but we can all see them whispering.
I need to go with the little girls.
Okay, we've got the discount code. It's up until Monday, but you can book the tours as far in advance as you want to. So you can book them even for right up to the end of the year, and the code will work. But you know, guys, if you're in this group of people that tend to sort of come in and watch our lives, then we'll probably do another one at some point anyway.
That moment we don't want to go down a really dark corridor.
Oh, Stacey!
Stacey!
Are you serious?
Jesus.
Oh no, Stacey's scared.
She's gonna die going to the bathroom.
There's a shadow at the bottom of the stairs. Oh, that's where Stacey's going. No, she's going to the shadow.
Did we find out who it was that we bumped into in Aldi?
Sorry, do you know what? I don't know if we did.
I believe. To be honest, I was so.
You said you thought it was Teresa, didn't you?
Teresa, yeah. Do you know what? I was so engrossed in looking at sweet potato fries in the freezer. I totally missed it when she told us her name. But thanks.
Harriet Pennant Williams has joined us. That's our sales and marketing director. So
it was Teresa.
We're gonna have to behave now, Lauren. Harriet's watching.
We got a me. There we go.
Joel behind
Teresa.
Oh,
she's a top
Teresa,
fan.
Oh, she is a top fan. Look at that.
Thanks, Teresa. I'm sorry I was so engrossed with sweet potato fries. I just live for them.
This is something I'm not aware of. Is this what's happening in Wales? Kirsty has just said that a few of them are waiting to come on the ghost tours. They're waiting for the 5-mile restrictions to lift. Is that a Wales thing, Kirsty? I'm not overly familiar with that one.
No, I'm not. That must be Wales because we haven't got that rule here.
It wasn't. It was different Teresas.
So many Teresas.
There's Kirsty. Hello, Kirsty. Good evening. Chris is messaging me. Chris volunteered to come in and help paint.
Lad.
I know, and I said, do you know what, Chris? I'd love to accept it, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. So Chris was definitely keen to come and do some painting with us, and that's one of the things we've been doing this week, isn't it? We've been getting the painting done. We've been building new interpretation spaces. We've been getting all the stuff down on the floors. The place is really kind of coming back together quite nicely.
Looks really good, yeah.
And we've also built a new ticket office.
We built a ticket office in like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's really impressive. It looks so good.
And this is what our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 6th ticket office in 5 years.
Do you know what? We need to settle in this one. I feel like every time we move ticket office, I feel like
figure out what we're doing.
I know. Every time we move ticket office, I feel like I'm moving home. Like when I have to box everything up from the old one and then move it over to the new one, and then replace it out. You don't need to move house. You need to find new areas for your stuff. It's like that.
Yeah, they're saying it is a Wales thing. 5 miles. And Kelly's here as well. Kelly, who has been to jail numerous times, who I didn't even realise was tuning into the lives, and I spoke to her the other day on Snapchat. So welcome, Kelly. Haven't spoken to you for ages, so it was nice to speak to you the other day. Hope you're well. You're a brave man on your own, Joel. I am. I don't like.
You're not on your own.
No, I know.
Stop trying to make it all about him.
No. Okay, what should we do? Where do we want to go? I've set a camera up down in the Georgian tunnels. There's a mic down there. There's cell 19. There's up behind us on the stairs. What do you guys want?
I honestly think that you should go down to the tunnels today.
Okay.
Because me and Stacey went down last time.
Yeah, I'm going, and especially seeing as I feel that the internet was my fault.
Yeah, and do you know what? Like every time we do this, you pop a big it up right at the start, and then it goes all the way through the live, and then you get to the end, and you're like, oh, so no. Do you know what? We're starting. You go straight first.
What?
Go on.
Like what? Like
that way you don't spend the whole time
now?
like now. Like that way you don't spend the whole time like building yourself up and stressing yourself out. But just be spontaneous and do it. Yeah, go down with George.
Sorry. I apologise about my language.
That's cool. I'm sorry to anyone's children who's watching.
Yeah, sorry. That's.
Wait, is it Lenny? Where's Lenny at?
I have got the trigger objects here that I grabbed.
I got a basketball.
You got a basketball.
Got 2 actually.
Okay. Well, if I go down, do you want to take the desk then, Lauren?
Yes. You take these ones.
We got a camera down. I'm not sure which mic.
What's his name?
It's on channel 5. The mic.
Oh, this feels really weird.
I haven't got a radio with
you'll
me.
have to move up.
Have you got a radio?
Yeah, we have, yeah. Put on ours.
I haven't got a radio with me.
Have you got yours or?
Have you got your headset in? You got your headset?
No.
Oh, me.
This is the most legit life.
I will be brutally honest.
Okay, you
I was,
put it
if I'm really honest about this, I was not expecting to go to an area myself. I actually honestly thought, no joke, that I honestly thought, no joke, that if I set up somewhere down in the tunnels, and if I set up cell 19, then I'm just going to bring Stacey's mic down because she's banging around. I thought if I did that and I set just another camera up behind here, I could just stand here all night and I wouldn't have to go anywhere. So I didn't bring my radio, I didn't bring a torch, I literally am so underprepared. The only thing I do have is the trigger object.
You thought wrong, sir.
I know, yeah, clearly.
Do you know what? Now you know how I feel.
Okay, right, let's do this. Take my water, take my radio.
I always feel like I'm a DJ, but you have this thing so high. You have to put a torch on to go down there, mate. Oh my god, your head is massive. Yeah. Right, here we go. Hey kids. Ow! This microphone is ridiculously high. Hello? There we go. Can you hear me, Stace? Stacey! Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent. I need to figure out which one Joel's on. Do you know what? We've scared him so many times, I think we'll give him this evening. Can you ask him which mic he's on? What number?
I've just realised I can't have two things in at once, so...
Which mic's he on?
Should be able to hear me if you hear me in the headphones, then everyone should be able to hear me everywhere else. I can't see anything.
Oh, I got him.
You got
It
him?
is cold down here. It is nippy. It is pitch black. Like, I cannot see my hands in front of my face.
I love that, Dave. The power of Christ compels you.
I have no idea what you want me to do. But
Stacey, you got the radio, mate. You lead the charge.
I can't see a thing. I know over here is the Georgian cell. I know it's wetter. I know George is up there in the corner somewhere. That's pretty much it.
You're up, Stacey.
Okay, Joel, now you've got to stop nervous waffling. And you're going to do some calling out for spirits.
Calling out spirits.
Calling out for spirits, yes.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Before you do that, Joel, how do you feel? Isn't it a lot darker and eerier than you think?
It is, yeah, it is pitch black. Like, absolutely pitch black. I can't see it.
Lauren, can you just turn Joel up for a minute, please?
There's a couple of little LED lights. Like, I can see the fire alarm has just got a power light on it, and that is giving me the tiniest amount of light. I have no idea how I'll get back up the stairs because there's the railing. It is one of those things as well that now that I think about it, it's starting to freak me out even more, because if there was something down here with me, I couldn't make a quick getaway because I can't see shit. Apologies for swearing, because I can't see anything. It's not happy, I'll be honest. I was down here earlier. Even during the day, I don't really like coming down here particularly. And I think once we've emptied everything out, I think I'll like it even less, because it will feel just like it did in the Georgian times. It is pretty... I don't know, it's got an atmosphere about it that's kind of hard to sort of explain. It makes me nervous, which is probably why I'm talking a lot. I have no doubt Lauren's saying that he's nervous because he's talking a lot. Every time you radio me, I don't think I like it, because the light on the radio comes on and it lights up everything in front of me. And it's one of those moments of where, you know, in horror films where you're kind of like in the dark and you're kind of like... and then a light comes on, you see something right in your face, you're like, oh my God. And I kind of feel like that at the moment, that if there was something there, or if somebody jumped out on me, I think I would punch them. I'm in that kind of heightened mode. And I'll be honest, that doesn't really make me want to go calling out particularly, because whilst I still sit on the fence, I just kind of feel that asking a spirit to interact with you is asking for trouble, because if they do exist, if it is real, then what the hell do you do when they interact? That's the nervousness. Is there anyone down here? Can you make a noise, a bang? I've got a ball on the stairs. If you wanted to make a bang, you would have, when you would have been here in the Georgian times, there would have been lots of banging on bars, so a noise of banging on a bar would be good. Any kind of bang at all. Bang on a bar. If you would like us to know that you're there, bang on one of the bars, bang on the side of the wall. Oh. It's one of those moments where I feel like there's something like stood behind me, and everyone's watching this, going behind you, behind you.
Did you see that yellow orb that just flew across the screen?
Were you in here from a crime you committed? Were you in here for a crime you didn't commit? Were you a prisoner here?
That's a slow-moving orb as well, with a trail.
Were you a prison officer here? If you can make a noise or a bang. A bang should be relatively easy for you.
I'm going to get him to move. Do we think, guys, should we get him to move into the actual holding cell? Let me know what you think. Do you think we should get him into the holding cell?
Make a bang, a noise.
Which is where the pipes are.
There's a ball on the stairs you'd have come in on. You'd have come down those stairs. Can you make the ball move?
Yeah, everyone saw that yellow light.
Do you know the weird thing though? There was a yellow light behind you just before you.
What if I whistle? Can you copy a whistle?
With Joel. Joel, everyone wants you to go into the actual holding cell.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I knew it. I knew he wanted to. In all fairness to Joel,
that's just not going to happen.
In all fairness to Joel,
I'm not walking in there.
I don't usually big him up, but it's pretty scary.
There's just no way I'm doing it.
How do you feel?
I feel like I am a 37-year-old, 96-kilo male who can definitely hold his own, like pretty much in anything, but yet for some reason I'm scared to walk into that section of the cell. I know it's only a few feet because I don't know why. I'm scared to do it.
That's exactly how I felt last time.
And I don't want to do it.
Mate, like I said, he was 97 kilograms, but he's obviously missed his head there.
Quite happily walk in certain areas that people would say are not sensible to walk in without too much worry. I'd quite happily go into areas where you potentially put yourself in danger without noticing it, but yet walking inside a cell that is...
The sound's gone.
By myself in the dark seems
That's
stupid.
mad.
Which is really bizarre because I'm not even 100% convinced I believe in spirits. And that's the problem, is that I almost can't bring myself to go over the threshold. And do you know what? I don't think I can.
Tell him.
I think this is the sort of environment for me. This is why I think ghost tours and paranormal investigations and work really well because you have groups of people, and
He is
by
talking a
yourself
lot.
this is really hard to do. But if you had someone stood next to you, another person or another 2, 3 people, so a small group, I guess kind of 4 or 5 max, small group.
Joel, you're waffling. Are you nervous?
I'm not waffling, sharp and listen. A small group of people, you can kind of give each other the support and the courage and kind of go, it's all right, I'll be next to you, let's do this, and therefore you feel safer. But by yourself, it is so scary.
Do you think I should go down? If he
And I
goes
think
into the holding
that's
cell and I stand on the
I
stairs.
would
We can
happily
do.
do this with another person or another 2 people.
Well, he's saying you happily do it with another person, so
Not
so
by
tell him.
myself. I think I just heard footsteps. Are either of you 2 up the top of the tunnel?
No, we're still exactly where you left us, mate.
I might come back up because I think I can hear footsteps.
Go down with him.
Joel, if you go into that holding cell, I'll come and stand on the steps where people are saying they're seeing stuff.
So you'll come and stand where?
I'll come and stand on those steps where you are. If you go into the holding cell, I'll go into the. I'll
Well,
stand on the
you
steps.
start coming down the steps, and I'll move into the holding cell. Let's do it that way. I honestly cannot explain. I find this, and I will be banging my head against the wall later. I find it so bizarre that I'm so scared to go in there to do that by myself. And yet I'll go home later, I'll come back here tomorrow, I'll be here by myself.
Yeah, there's a radio.
Really scary. I'm a practical person. I'm waffling.
He's waffling.
Oh, I can see a light. Okay. Yeah, you're at the top.
Right, so guys, so
I know exactly.
Stacey
I
is
can't
heading
see.
down to
It's a light
the
with
Georgian
me.
cell with Joel now, so that he
Oh my
gets a
God,
bit of
Stace.
Dutch courage.
He's walking the other side of the wall. Jesus fucking Christ. I think you're the worst person to come down here. Should have got Lauren.
No, something just grabbed hold of my pissing foot, dude. I'm not fucking joking.
What do you mean someone grabbed hold of your foot?
Legit, something just grabbed hold of my foot from the back of my ankle.
So now you think it's a good idea for me to go into the holding cell? I can't see shit. I'm like literally going to go to the other side. Oh my God.
Guys, do you know what's
I'm wet as
mental?
well.
Stacey and Joel are now
So
in the
grim.
tunnel together, and I'm just sat
Okay,
in
stay,
aiming on my
stay,
own now. So
Lauren, I assume you can see us and hear us. I'm gonna move. Yeah. I'm gonna move the mic so I can.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll move the mic. See,
Do you know what, Teresa? I'm so glad that we make you laugh, because that's really what we're just trying to make people laugh.
Someone else is down here because you're not by yourself.
Yeah, he's only funny
They
when
might
he's
get
scared.
you first. It's like, so I mean, I still don't like it here though.
Well, why don't we just stay quiet and then see if we can do something else?
Because I feel braver when I'm talking. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be absolutely fine, do you know what, because I'm not a wuss. But I'll say that now, because at some point I'll be scared.
It wasn't like my ankle, it was my shoe. It was like somebody had hold of
Oh
my
Jesus
shoe.
Christ!
What?
I felt like someone touched my head, but I think it's off the back of the shelf behind me. I think I stood backwards. I think it was the shelf.
How far are you on the shelf? You,
I don't.
I'm just going to turn my microphone and
A
start
couple
it.
of feet.
so in other words, it could have been the spider web.
No, bloody big spider web, mate. Lauren says.
It feels.
I know.
What's Lauren said?
I don't know, but I know what you're saying. And to me,
What? Whenever you're ready. I can't hear you.
what are you saying, Lauren? Oh, okay. Yeah, she's just saying crack on. She can't use the mic next to the radio. The radio next to the lights because it goes off. That's fine.
So that last night I was down,
Yeah.
it made me feel so suppressed.
Yeah, guys, sorry, it's my radio.
Somebody was like on my back constantly. I can't even see you before. I can see like ambient light in the back from where
That's
we
it. Yeah, my watch is glowing a little, so I can I'm back here. I'm talking a little bit louder because I'm sort of further away from the mic. I want to make sure they can pick it up. I don't know. It's
Guys, can everyone hear them?
It's actually quite. It's nice, but there's a little bit of excitement for me as well in the fact that you're down here, because the last 10 weeks we've been doing this, I've been in these areas by myself. I know you've done the same thing, but I've literally been doing them by myself every now and again. It's nice to have someone different.
I just heard a stone behind you.
I had, when I was stood there, like just off the steps, I swear to God I could hear footsteps behind me. Okay.
Last time I sat on these steps, and now I'm feeling tickling in the back of my leg. This is freaky as hell.
So where Stacey is right now, that would have been the original entrance coming down into this part. They would have brought prisoners down from what is now A-Wing Yard. They'd have brought them down. Speak up a little bit, sorry. Yeah, you can always turn the volume up on the mic, Lauren, if you just twist, like, take the toggle up, or just turn the volume up on it. But yeah, so where Stacey stood, that's where prisoners used to come down in the Georgian times, or the Gregorian times, as we should say. And they used to come down there from 1790s when this place was first built, and they would have got to just in front of where I am, so basically just in front of where you can see my hand. Fuck off, Stace!
Dude, I can't stand on these stairs anymore.
They'd have got just to there, and then this hole here that you can see would have been a big set of bars with a door in. Imagine a big set of bars with a door in the middle, and every single person coming into Georgian prison would have come into this holding cell or to the one next to us, which you can't kind of currently see because it's got a big air vent system in there. I feel quite I know. And they'd have come into where I am, and they'd have just piled everybody into here, and then from there they would have then sorted them out into different classes and different crimes. So there'd been first class prisoners, second class, third class, debtors, women, pregnant women, workhouse for children of a certain age, people being, say deported, but people being sent to Australia and stuff like that. That would have all happened from where I'm stood and where Stacey is. So your future, or your not future, would have been decided by the guards or the officers stood outside where Stacey is for people like me. And I'd have been in this room probably with 30 other people, with no toilet, no bucket, and, that'd have been it effectively, just like a little drain at the back. And it would have been awful. And we're underground. There is no natural light here, and that's exactly how it would have been back in the 1790s. And then I would have come out of here and into my fate. What a good time to do some calling out, Stace. Do you want to go? Spirits like no. You stay right here. Spirits like you, mate.
Well, obviously so, because I just felt like I don't think I've ever been touched up so much in my life.
Don't like. We'll end up selling loads. We'll sell loads of tickets now, just some singles. The people of the single bubbles.
Legit, I know it's cold down here, but I literally am sweating now because of all that little touching up.
I just find I have to talk to keep myself calm, and when I stop, I can only hear my inner thoughts.
Right. Okay. I wish you would say that you've done a whistle before you whistle.
I didn't whistle.
Yeah, you did.
No, that's definitely me.
Okay, if there are any spirits down with us tonight, make yourself known. Do a little bang on something. Make a noise. Touch Joel.
Whoa, dude.
Oh.
Cheers.
Use our energy. There is a, where did you put
There's a lot of emotion. I can feel that. It's on the steps somewhere. The trigger object. Yeah. It's on the edge. It's on the edge this side. So
there is a little ball on the stairs, and it flashes magical lights. They don't know what it is.
They won't know it's a ball, and if you can move it, then it will light up.
And if you wanna play with that ball, you just move it. Use our energy to move that ball.
I want to hear a noise. It's the banging I want to hear, because that's what I get a lot of in the wing, is footsteps and banging, and that's what I want to hear is clear, concise bangs. Because the paranormal groups do like a 1 for yes, 2 for no, don't they?
They do, yeah. If you want to do one.
Okay. So we'll do.
Yeah, you ask a question and then you say.
I get that.
2
Yeah.
for yes, 1 for no.
I think should we do 1 for yes and 2 for no? So I think that's easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you 1 bang for yes, 2 for no? Were you a prisoner here? Are there any prisoners here? Are there any prisoners here? Are there any prison officers here? Any children here? Any women down here? Is there anybody down here that was wrongly convicted, sent down here that shouldn't be down here? Are there any murderers down here? That's the one you don't want to hear bang, don't you?
Any spirits down here that were executed at Shrewsbury Prison?
Any spirits that just died in the cells?
No, I thought they all.
I know.
Not too many of them walking out of prison
Slim.
back then. It was really slim.
Yeah. That's me stood in a puddle.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a puddle of water. Let's just be clear about this. I'm pretty nervy, but it is a puddle of water. It's because when it rains, it leaks down here, doesn't it? It comes down the walls.
you said it goes well.
Yeah. Okay, if there's any spirits down here, can you make yourself known with a bang or a noise? Can you just make a single bang? I'm going to bang on the shelves that I can't reach. I want you to copy it. Ready? Copy that noise. Copy the bang. Do you ever get whistling down here?
Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like. Oh, sorry. That was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was me, yeah.
Sometimes you'll hear it's really weird. It's like a radio's going off.
Yeah.
Like somebody's talking constantly.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'll hear like two voices, and it's almost like they're talking to each other.
Because we don't bring the paranormal groups down here at the moment. Like paranormal groups cannot access this section of the prison, just because there's not enough room for a number of people. It's dark. There's a few dangers around, so it's largely kept off limits, other than really us, particularly that come down and do the maintenance checks, a few servicing and system things, and then really, we've been down here a couple of times doing the lives, haven't we? Other than that, it just, we don't come down here at the moment. Well, I do think once we start getting down here, we start stripping all the Victorian systems out, the heating systems, the electrical systems, we take it back to how it was originally. I do think we'll start getting more energy because people will be coming down a lot more, so there will be more energy floating around, there'll be more connection to the building, it will look like it used to look like. And we found upstairs, didn't we? That's when paranormal activity starts happening, as the energy grows. This is a yeah. I mean, this is, for me, this is an area that when we start inviting people in, this is a space I really want to bring people, because this probably isn't worded right, but there's something actually quite special about this part. I can't wait to get into there where the big heating systems are and get them ripped out so we can get the other cell open, because I think just the history of when you stand here and you think, and you really think and contemplate about the thousands, if not tens of thousands, the tens of thousands of people that have come through this cell and come through this part of prison, and how many of those never actually left. It's a big number. I think that makes this quite unique and quite special. You've been touched again, Stace.
No, you won't be weak at all.
No, I'm over here.
No, it's because some of the brickwork is a lot darker. over like at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
So I thought there was somebody really tall standing in front of me.
Joy, it's that set of stairs does I wouldn't say freak me out, but it's.
So just standing on those,
I know,
I
it's
feel a little bit better standing here.
because obviously the numbers that would have come down those stairs.
Well, I'm standing in there where prison officers were then standing
Yeah.
to greet them. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, when I say greet them,
Yeah, get in here!
then,
Get in there! Get in that cell! Right.
are they spirits down here? Are you angry with the way you were treated? Because I know I would be.
Are you angry with us being down here calling you?
Did you not hear that then? I don't know whether that was Lauren.
Are you
I heard
angry?
an impact. Like a female go, ah, like that.
Are you angry with us being down here?
Guys, if I go and scare them, I'll never hear the end of it, and then they'll get me later, okay? Self-preservation. Guys, I'm really sorry, I can't get their microphone any louder.
The longest you've
I
ever
know, it probably is. It drains your energy, doesn't it? Like, it really drains your energy just standing here and just...
Guys, do
I
you
find when I go
honestly
home
want me to
after
try and
we've
scare
done
them?
these and I go
Like,
home.
let me know,
I'm just
like, seriously, do you want me to make them jump?
Clubbing for an entire night.
How do you feel actually?
Yeah, it literally feels like you've been out partying all night. And just...
The leaves.
Oh yeah. Amazing.
This entire time, there's been a leaf
It's the
touching me.
cable for the mic. Yeah, but that's coming down there. It's not on the stairs. It's coming straight down where you're stood.
Oh yeah.
It comes down over the thing.
Oh, no, I felt it on
fed
the
it.
stairs.
No, that's not on the stairs. I fed it down this morning. It comes straight down the side there. So no, that's not on the stairs.
Are there any children down here with us? Will you knock for yes?
Guys, I really want to. Shall I do it? Okay, since it's what you guys want, I will go and do it. Okay, I'm going.
Okay then. You can roll the ball.
Are you angry? Can you give us a Lauren! Was that you? Was that Lauren?
I can't think she's out the light.
Lauren, fuck's sake.
You know what? We're not going now.
No, I'm definitely not paying for the wedding now. Let's head back
Guys,
upstairs.
I'm gonna die now, so I hope that was worth it.
Absolute bitch. Have you got the ball? Oh, the light's gone off. Lauren? Lauren?
In my defense, the internet told me to do it.
In my defence, the internet are on my eyes. The internet told me to do it. What the hell?
Everyone told me to do it.
That was just me.
What have you done to my headphones? Guys, did you... What the hell's going on with the... Oh, what's going on with the echo? Oh my god.
That's freaking horrible.
What is going on? Right, there we go. What, Lauren?
Genuinely, you know what? Honestly,
you made me scream.
Dude.
no, honestly, I was watching you guys, and everyone was commenting and stuff, and everyone was like, "Go on, Lauren." And I turned around and said, "No, do you know, I'm not going to go and do it." And then everyone was like, "No, do it." And I was like, "All right."
Dude, seriously, because we were like in a zone there. We were like just starting to... the tension was high, like just in the pure sense of the tension was high there. And just bring back the cameras.
I apologise for my language.
I'm not apologising for my language. Lauren can apologise for my language. Like, that was just...
First off, when I was walking down the stairs, I felt like something grabbed hold of my shoe.
Yeah.
Like, let me show
Laura,
you.
Stace, I've got to be honest, I still think you're so brave doing these things, but I mean, I guess there is a funny side of it, and I do enjoy that the way we do this means that we can have those little bits of fun as opposed to just, because you don't do that on Paranormal Nights. People, they get angry.
It's serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
do you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't have done it unless there was so many.
My heart is still going.
Everyone was like, "Do it!" So I had to give the people what they wanted.
Do you know what? You don't always have to, like, a lot of paranormal groups turn around and they do, like, the whole aggressive thing, you ghosts, you done this, you did this, and all this sort of stuff. Sometimes laughter, it can be quite a strong, powerful energy, and then sometimes a lot more things happen when you're having a laugh. Sometimes on the ghost tours it's exactly the same. We're all having a laugh and a joke, and we calm people down, because obviously people get nervous when they come on the ghost tours. So we always crack a little bit of a joke, because I'm, let's be real, hilarious. So you make that energy, and then people come in and the energy's really, really high, and happy and good and positive. So, but yeah, no, I hate you. No, Lauren.
She did say there's no marriage. So there is no wedding.
I hope you're all happy with yourselves now, because I am no longer with Lauren. My face
you're going to have to social distance now, mate.
Yes, we have to social distance now.
I'm seeing some interesting comments coming there. A few people coming on the tours, 1st of July, that's exciting. I don't know if Lauren's going to be here. I think I will probably make an appearance on the 1st of July. I don't know if Lauren's around, but I will probably make an appearance and just say hello to people and stuff like that. I don't think we won't do a live that night, because we want to let the tours do the tours. Yeah. But I'll certainly be around. Somebody said that the mannequins always make them jump. Well, you just wait until you come back when we reopen, because there's a number of mannequins that have moved, and it wasn't done on purpose, but I noticed... I noticed today when I walked around, there's a couple of mannequins that made me jump.
Oh, really?
And one of them was one that I put there. So it was even more wrong with that.
Amazing.
2 hours sat in the sweatbox for Lauren, hell yeah.
Just having a flick through the comments. Most wanted, they're saying use laughter. Yeah, and again, just trying to drive that.
Well, it's about energy. It's about positive energy, making sure that it's about people having a good time as well.
Okay, look, I think, and again, we spoke about this earlier in the week, the three of us. Laura and I had another conversation about it, which was about when and how we're going to get people in to do this with us. Now, we know that we can do that now, but we can only bring in a certain amount. We've got a challenge in terms of how we select people, and also we need to figure out a date. So should we figure out a date quickly now, and then should we throw it out and start maybe grabbing a couple of people tonight and say, right, on this date, come do a live with us, like in this environment?
Actually, do you know what? I will say one thing. When you just went down into the tunnel just quickly before we go into what we're doing, when the camera was on us still, and as you were going down, there was like a yellow light that flashed right behind me, and then as I went large screen on you, it flashed past you as well.
Oh, brilliant.
It was really weird.
Actually, I've not been looking, but I've just realised how long that corridor looks behind the two of you, all the way down to the door at the end.
I know. Anyway, right, dates. Let's get a calendar up.
Okay. Well, I'm generally free. So, like we say, there's 11 years ago, Stacey went out for a night.
It's almost 12, mate.
Yeah, it's almost 12. I have a teenager next year.
Right, so...
You've got one next year. You've got one next year.
Oh! I need something to throw. I mean, in theory, we could do next weekend.
Oh, yeah, we can actually.
Because the kids are at their dad's.
Friday or Saturday?
They're going to their dad's Saturday night.
Yeah, because it's Father's
Saturday. Saturday's the day we open.
Saturday's the day we open.
Can we manage a whole day here? Because we'll obviously...
I mean, she'll be at home, like...
Huh?
You'll be at home on Saturday.
You and I are here obviously during the day.
Yeah.
Come on, it's like
And then-
Prison
then we
Break.
do-
Remember those days where we used to do Prison Break all day and then all
and
night?
and then the sleepovers, yeah.
Yeah, mate, let's just do
And then
it.
next day.
Let's just do
So
it.
you want to do next Saturday?
Let's make the 20th a big day because it's our
Okay.
reopening day. You know, 'cause it's starting fresh. Let's do it properly.
It's going to be.
So we know that paranormal companies are going to start returning. A lot of them are waiting for the government to announce how long it will be before, or they're waiting for the government to announce to be able to have indoor gatherings of like 40, 50 people. So I think that's probably still going to be a few weeks away. So ghost tours are obviously there, and doing things like this with us are obviously probably going to be the next best thing. Can we just put out a disclaimer though quickly, that if you are coming here to join us, if you get selected or you come here to join us to do this, and you think you're coming here for a serious paranormal investigation,
Don't enter.
that's not, yeah, you've seen it.
We will do ghost stuff, but you know, we're here for the bands
Okay.
and the ghost.
So we're thinking like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 or 5 people.
4 or 5 people. Because we'll have to socially
Yeah, I was
distance
gonna
them.
say
So if we get a couple of pockets and maybe like
Yeah.
a couple of 2s and a 1, or
Yeah, we'll separate people.
Two
We'll
and
obviously
some
run social distancing, obviously, and people will be able to. You know, we've got loads of hand washing stuff, so it'll be 100% legit and safe.
how do we choose people?
Stacey?
I can see lots of me's. I can say, pick me, and I don't know how we do this.
Do you know, I've been thinking about this since
Okay.
we spoke about it, and I was like, oh, we could do this, and I'm like, how would we know?
I'm at a loss, I've got to be honest, because everyone is great. They throw in some really good comments. Everyone's really connected to it. I have no idea about how to do it.
Oh my god, just do something really random, generic, and be like, do you know what? Whoever gets closest to...
What was that? Oh, was that you?
That was just me moving my computer close. I'm trying to
I'm
read.
still
I'm
on
trying
edge,
to read
man.
all the comments. So I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Pick something random, like pick something random about yourself, and then try to get people to guess it. And whoever gets closest, that way it's fair because it's completely random, and people have to guess it. Whoever's got the best guess wins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just I get that, and I'm also looking at people through here as well. I'm looking at the people because this will sound a little bit. I don't know if this sounds a bit mean or
Oh,
not.
God, here we
but, well, anybody that's like, I'll go anywhere, I'll do anything, I'll go there, I'll be fine. It's kind of like too much bravery.
Yeah, we
Like,
need it.
because Gary's like that, isn't he? Gary's like, oh, I'll just go wherever. It doesn't bother me at all. It's kind of like, well, you need to have the energy, and too much.
Yeah, we need a mix of personalities. We need a mix.
I want somebody to come who's going to be more
Scared, that's
scared,
not right,
more
mate.
scared than I am.
Yeah.
So I'm not the most scared.
Should we get people? Because we want to ideally pick people by the end of this video. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, we've got about 15, 20 minutes.
We've got 15 minutes to pick people. We can't pick people out of a hat because we can't physically write everyone's name down. But if we pick something significant about one of us and get people to guess it, and whoever's closest will pick the 5 closest people. Right?
Sorry, I was reading the comments.
Well, I'm
I
just
didn't
trying to.
listen a word.
No one else is like.
Sorry,
So, for instance,
sorry.
say if I said, right,
What,
whoever,
3
whichever 5
No,
people.
2 truths and a lie.
No, whichever 5 people get closest to my birthday wins. Something like that.
Yeah, but they can just go.
You can see we've really researched and like gone into a theory of how the hell we're going to do this. This is why we're struggling though, because how do you pick from 1,000 different
Yeah.
people? Do you know what I mean?
Trying to think of something that people can't Google. Mate, we should ask people to guess.
Secrets out. Joel's a big man child.
We should get people to guess how many siblings you have.
There goes
How many
Diane's
siblings
invite.
I have?
Guys, this is really awkward. Come on,
I
someone,
think
I know, I'm just
someone,
looking
someone
through.
think of something.
Do you know what? In the meantime, whilst we do this, Lauren, get yourself up. Go get your ass into cell 19.
Oh,
Go, because we'll be able to talk. We'll be able to holler at you from here. You'll be able to hear
Think
us. We can
something.
hear you. Go get yourself into cell 19. Lauren Watkins. Go sit on the bed, top bunk. Top bunk, yeah, because it'll just be funny for us to watch you climb up there. And then, guys, while she's in there doing that, Stace and I will have a little think.
I think two truths and a lie.
I don't know. I think it's difficult, man. I'm going to have a flick through some of the size of Joel's swimming pool.
It's not
Look at
very
Lauren
big.
climbing onto the bed. Oh, that's amazing.
Pretty sure I just almost died.
Okay. Oh God, you see the orbs? Stacey, I'm going to bring our volume down a little bit. Okay. Right. Lauren, what? Sorry, I'm shouting.
What?
Hold on, let me turn my mic down. Lauren, can you do some calling out? Can you do some talking? Stacey and I are just going to flick through the comments and try and figure out sort of some people we might look at inviting. The camera's all on you. You crack on.
Do you know what? I really hate calling out because I never know what to say.
Just ask for banging.
Can someone bang? Knock twice if you're in here with me. Anyone here? Mate, this cell feels friggin' horrible.
What?
This cell, like, it feels really weird in here. Like, legit.
Lauren, do some calling out.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like this. It's genuinely horrible in here. Okay.
I just felt a breeze on my face.
Anyone's
a bit of
in here?
movement and energy on here.
Do you want to knock for me? Can you copy this? Is anyone in here with me?
Lauren, can you lie down, please?
Why?
Because that's what the people are asking for.
Ah! I don't want to. Do you know what? These mattresses actually aren't that uncomfortable.
Is that one of the blue mattresses, one of the original prison mattresses? Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the blue ones. It's not that bad actually. Anybody want to talk? Is anyone in here with me? You make noise?
I've just seen somebody saying I'd love that bed to start shaking. Okay, do you know what? Lauren's in there. She can probably hear me. Lauren, I think you can hear me?
Speak a little louder.
Well, if I speak louder, then it's really loud for people on my mic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some calling out from here as well, Lauren. And I'm going to see if we can get anything going from us calling from here as well. So I'm just fire the cameras up. There we go, cool. Stacey will be back in a sec. She's just gone to the toilet again. I don't know, she's on one this evening. She's back and forth. She's nervy. She's gone down the corridor. Hopefully she's not going to scare me when she comes back.
It's the Red Bull, mate.
Ah, yeah, of course. Right, okay. If there is any spirits here, can you make yourself known? Can you make a bang? Can you bang the door to the cell Lauren's in, cell 19? Can you push the door over? Can you make a noise? Can you make a bang? One knock. Copy this knock. Copy the knock. I can see all down A-wing. I can see down in the tunnels. I can see cell 19. Okay, I'm going to knock on the window. I want you to copy it. Can you bang once for yes, twice for no? Are there any prisoners here this evening? Are there any prison officers here this evening? Are there any innocent people here tonight? Anyone that shouldn't have been here? Here comes the rain. Here comes Stacey. Are there any guilty prisoners here tonight? Can you make a noise so we know where you are? Jesus, Stace, what did you just do?
I have no idea.
Can you touch Stacey?
I think I've been felt up enough tonight, to be honest.
Do you know what, Stace? Whenever I do that, I kind of feel that if I did this completely by myself, not only would I be petrified, but I don't think it would work like quite as well. But whenever you re-enter a room, the energy changes quite quickly. It goes up, yeah. It goes up. The energy gets better whenever you walk into a room. I always feel like things are more likely to happen when you're there.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is raining, yeah. Do you think if we just ended the live now and just walked out, Laura would notice?
She's pretty chill, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does look pretty chill, yeah.
Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to shout out, so if you want to put the volume down. On
Okay, yeah. Mate, what are you talking about? Your volume's been down the whole time.
I'm going to do a... I'm going to do
You just realised what I said.
Yeah, I did. Took me a second there. I am quite a loud person. I'm going to do prison officer, what prison officers usually...
Okay, well put your headphones on, you'll be able to hear. What you hear is what they hear.
Oh, yeah. Or you might want to turn my mic down a little bit.
Well, I will do still. Happy birthday, Robert. So I just thought I'd get that in there really quick. I think Lauren might have gone to sleep, you know.
Joel, having these headphones on, the mic,
Yeah.
I'm hearing little noises that I didn't hear with my own ears.
It might be just the crackling. I think we should just continue with the calling out for a second, just see if we can get some of the movement. Whoa.
See, I told you.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
It sounded like a metal clank.
It did, yeah. Yeah, it did.
How are you getting on, Lauren?
Mate, I'm chill.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
look
you're
chill.
We could totally nap in here.
Ugh.
Okay, are there any spirits here? If you can make a bang in Lauren's cell, that would be great. Bang in cell 19.
New inmate, 119.
Yeah, the storm's just arrived here, people, so we can just hear now the rain coming down. Lauren's not scared, and do you know what? To a degree, actually, I think we'd all prefer not to be scared, because I think when you're not scared, you can have more interaction with a place or a space. And when you're really scared, you go so tight into yourself. I certainly know that's how I felt. It's then hard to engage with the space. So I think not being scared is a good thing, but it's that balance between not being scared and being cocky and, I guess, obnoxious. We've had people like that here before, haven't we? We had that guy who came here before, and he was just running around, just shouting, "Hey, come on then, prisoners, let's see you, let's be having your prisoners." And it was just the most ridiculous thing in the world. I'm like, mate, nothing's going to happen for you because you're just being a fool. So it's a balance. Should we get her out and get? I'm conscious of time, so I think we should get her out and then get this.
Lauren,
Go.
do you want to come out?
Yeah, guys.
Oh, God. Ah! Mate, I'm serious. There's Max.
I think I figured out the issue with the mic downstairs. You had the master volume turned down. The little white knob at the very top.
Oh.
You've got it
You know
literally
what?
right
I'm
down.
not a DJ
You've got it
monkey,
right down low.
I'm no DJ monkey. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I think that's why, because you had that down. So you chucked the master slider up, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought that would turn it up.
Well, it did, but yeah, it's
Not enough, obviously.
it turns everything up, not just one mic. Anyway, look, I'm really.
Is it really raining that bad?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
When did that happen?
I'm really struggling here.
The washing.
Oh, damn it.
Have you two put your washing out?
It was hot earlier.
Yeah, but you were coming here for the evening. Why would you leave your washing out when you know you're here till like 11:30?
I just forgot that I put it out until this moment in here. You know it now. I don't profess to be perfect, mate.
I know we've been saying this a lot, guys, but I am really struggling with how we pick like up to 5 people to come and do this. And to be honest,
The
rather
best impression of Joel wins.
I would win 5 times over.
I'm kind of liking that.
Or the best impression of all 3 of us wins.
I think do you know what? I think we should do something where people have to submit something via Instagram or Facebook or something like that, because I think if you have to do something, if you have to put effort into something, you want it more rather than just going, oh, let's just pick this person. I think therefore if it's just a luck of the draw, you're not really,
That's true.
you know, it's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, you want
if you
people
have to
that
put an
commit
effort
to do it.
into
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
so what should we do?
I think impressions of all 3 of us.
Yeah, you can pick one of us, do an impression, and the best 5 win.
Okay.
And make them as
We'll
offensive
make
as you
it-
want to make them.
Do you wanna make it as a
Okay, so
poll?
we do the
people. Let's do it as a poll. So we'll pick.
no, I think the 3 of us pick them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I think if we get people then to do an impression of one of the 3 of us, or 2 of the 3 of us, or 3 of the 3 of us, effectively, and if they're a couple or a trio, polyamorous, whatever it might be called, there'll be someone. But if they're a couple, then they have to do the impression together, and actually they could do a person each. There's going to be so many couples doing Lauren and Stacey. Like so many. This is going to be genius.
Honestly,
This is genius. This is
make them as
genius.
offensive as you want to make them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
more,
you
more
know,
offensive the better.
None of us are snowflakes. You can tarnish us if you want.
I am.
Someone's got no luck of the draw. And someone's got, I haven't got an Instagram. Okay, so we're getting there. So if we do, based on you have to do an impression of at least one of us, or 2 of us, or 3 of us, it's up to you. But if you're a couple and you're entering together, then you have to do an impression of 2 of us, because there's 1 each. Yeah? And then we should say that you have to submit these, a short video, it doesn't have to be long, it'll be a few seconds, and then should we just use every single social media channel that we have? So you can do it via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Any way you can contact us that you can
What was
find.
the other one? I missed it. TikTok. LinkedIn. Whatever you want to do, as long as you tag us in it so we see it.
Can I just say I have a TikTok account.
I have a TikTok
We all
account
have TikTok
and
accounts.
and a Snapchat.
I really I really enjoy the editing, so you have fun with TikTok with your editing and stuff like that, you know. You know when you edit on TikTok?
Lauren, I don't really use TikTok, mate.
Yeah, you two losers it.
I tend to use. I've got back onto Snapchat recently, which I've enjoyed because I haven't used Snapchat for ages. And I went back on the other day. I saw all the posts that you'd been putting up about me.
Yeah,
cheers.
And
I've seen there's a lot of new filters and stuff like that on Snapchat, so that's been quite a lot
I
of
don't
fun.
really use it. Yeah.
And I've been able to speak to Sophie on it.
what?
So, Sophie.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. She's at work today. It's her last day at work today before she has like 4 days off.
That's wicked.
Her eyebrows are on point, and she's loving the red wine or the rosé.
I was going to say, Sophie, it's Rosé.
Yeah, so Sophie said that she's going into a social bubble with rosé. Sorry. Sorry guys, I'm out there. Okay, right. I don't understand. If you are saying you're out, I don't understand why. Because if you're on here watching this, you've got a Facebook account. You can just do a video and just send it to us via Messenger. Send it to one of our pages, or just post it onto our pages. So the only reason would be if you didn't want to do an impression of one of us.
Stacey eating a donut. She's seen my TikTok.
James, I could put on a wig and Laura, and I could play Lauren and Stacey. Yes, James Rendell, that is what we're looking at.
When are we?
Okay. So we'll do the live on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So I think if we do a deadline of Monday evening, that gives people all day tomorrow, all day Monday. We can do a short live, the three of us, on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We're all here Tuesday, aren't we? Or we can get together on Tuesday.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah. Should we do a short live Tuesday just to announce the ones that we like.
Yep.
Tuesday good or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Either's fine, isn't it?
Well, you tell me.
We've got the children, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll do Tuesday.
This is so well organised.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do Thursday. We're all definitely here Thursday, but we're getting quite close to the weekend then. People have got plans.
Oh, do you know what? People are saying they don't like recording themselves. Just go for it, mate.
Guys, you've got to, because if you're coming to do a live, you're going to be on screen.
Just do it, man. Like you got to get past that filming yourself thing. Once you get past it, like the whole world becomes so much more open.
If you think about it, you're not you're playing someone else.
Yeah. And in theory, you could just do a video of yourself, like, rambling on about random stuff, and you'd get Joel perfectly.
Yeah. All you've got to do is waffle.
I'm just having a quick look through. I'm not just recording myself. So I'm just reading this. Okay, wow, there's loads. I missed loads of those. Okay, so that's what we'll do is we'll send your impressions in. Basically, you get them in by Monday night, last thing Monday. We'll have a look at them Tuesday, and then we'll do a short video just to say these are the 5 people that were going to come in, and then we'll do it Saturday. We'll go live at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll do 9 till about 11:30. So we would want you here at the prison for 8.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'd have to get to the prison on Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and then we will get you set up. We'll obviously continue to social distance. We'll set a couple of areas up. Oh God, that was proper Somerset. We'll set a couple of areas up. We will get you your own table. We'll get you your own mic. We'll get you your own camera, and then basically, yeah, you'll be part of the live next Saturday.
Bye.
It's gonna be a busy day. Cool. Right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I'll get Graham to announce it on Wednesday. No, he's got enough to do. It's slightly different audience as well. So yeah, we'll do that Tuesday. Cool. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun this evening. Can we do pictures? You can do pictures if you want, but you just...
Yeah, do you know what? Imitate is in the best way that you can.
Yeah, if you want to just take a photo, that's absolutely fine. Hell, you can even do a drawing if you like.
Well, yeah, you can use
Mate, that would be wicked if they did a drawing.
Whatever you want to do, guys.
Props in a photo as well.
I think all we're trying to do is just say that basically, if you put in a little bit of effort, then that's kind of how we want it, rather than just picking a number out of a hat.
And
or
it makes
just
it
a
fun.
random generator. Yeah.
Mate, we have no
More fun.
lives. Like these things just tickle us. So
Yeah.
do us a favour. We have no friends.
If it was me,
I have friends.
if it was me and I was doing this, I would get Jonah to play Lauren. I'd get Delaney to play Stacey, and I would then play another person type of stuff, and I would do it like that. I would use my
get
kids.
your kids to do it.
I would totally do it. I would totally do that. I would
Carol
yeah.
Kill the husband, whacked him.
So I would do something like that. I would think outside the box. Yeah, just trawl through social media and figure
if
out.
you've got children, use them.
Or,
Joel does.
Or you could just do a really simple impression of Lauren. You just walk a sausage dog down the road and just film it in your feet. Like, as it just wanders through.
Dog.
Oh, whatever.
I have
The
a sausage dog.
chihuahuas, they're small.
Whoever can imitate my dog voice will definitely
Oh,
get a
wait.
voice.
You missed the action over the girls. What?
Something must have flown over our heads.
I just want to get rid of my husband for the night. Right, cool. Let's do it, guys, because numbers are starting to drop. Let's finish there.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much, and then we will we'll do a little
probably
post
do-
on that tomorrow.
yeah.
So just to remind everyone, and we'll announce Tuesday.
Me and Lauren will probably do a live tomorrow
Yeah.
Sound
because we'll probably look through the footage.
cool. That's it.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Good night, everyone.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys.
Enjoy the weather.
Remember what I'm doing. Got to move. I've got to move.